Hi, everybody. It is April 20th, and my reading of the scripture today was something that's kind of been in the back of my head as just a grain of a thought. Not necessarily anything, but I'll share it with you. One thing I believe that the United States became a great nation because it was built on Christian principles. Um, that our constitution, the laws had this idea of right and wrong that were from Judeo-Christian ethics. And truly believe that God put his hand on our country so that it could become the great nation that it is. I also believe as we have turned from God and ignored God and uh, taking them out of the schools and all these, taking them out of our ethics and what's okay, that the country slips. And I just kind of noticed that correlation and think that it is a possibility, because how long is God going to shine on our country if we ignore what we know he would want us to do? And that, not that I'm not trying to necessarily connect this with like COVID, like, oh, he's given a plague among us. But I think that things happen for a reason. And sometimes we need admonishing, reprimanding, so that we can go on the right. And sometimes we just don't listen. If things are going well, we're like, oh, great, God, who? But if you notice, when things go wrong, then we're all about looking for God. And so, because part of what I try to do is find what are some positives about what's happening with COVID. And there really are a lot of positives. People staying home, finding out they have families, eating at home, slowing down. A lot of negatives too. But looking towards God, I think, is another big positive. Um, and then in my reading, I'm at, I think 81, Psalm 81. Yeah, Psalm 81, 8. And David is talking about, of course, the Israelites and how, God helps them and then they forget about it. And God said, Hear, O my people, while I admonish you. O Israel, if you would just listen to me. As a parent, I feel like that sometimes. And I imagine God feels like that all the time. Like I said, humans, I always wondered why he even did that. But he did, and he knows better than me. So this is a really good time to take stock and listen to God. I've been looking for him every day in my life, for these, let's see, 111 days, I guess, so far. And every day he showed up. Sometimes it is to reprimand me when I know that I'm not doing what I should, and putting my face towards God. So, in all of the negative that's going on, looking to God, praying, seeking his favor, seeking his wisdom, I think is a good thing. So, yeah, I still pray for COVID to go away, to end, to just be, play itself out. But it's here. And so this is a really good time to shore up your relationship with God since you have the time. Let's be honest, there's a lot of things, a lot of time we have for the most of us. Not talking about all those great people who are out there working every day hard and, taking care of people. That's a blessing too. But for the rest of us, turn your face towards God, see what it is that He has for your life, for our country. And I think we'll be better as a whole, all of us.